Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Wine Down Wednesdays with your girl Jovita. Guess what I have? Yes, my wine glass, but I told you guys I'm not really drinking wine, but I have my beverage of choice in my wine glass. Cheers! I'm going to introduce myself to those who may not know me. I am Jovita, and I help boss women go from feeling frustrated, overwhelmed, and alone to building and cultivating her network and her net worth so that she can live a life full of abundance. I want her to give herself permission to heal and be free so that she can just live out her dreams. My overall mission is to empower women to live confident, authentic lives unapologetically. So I know you guys are looking right now and you're wondering who is this person on here with Jovita? I told y'all this year here, 2022, Wind Down Wednesday is going to change the game a little bit. I was excited about it. So I would like to introduce one of my good friends and my sister, Miss Sharissa McCall. Everybody give her a round of applause.
Hey, hey, everybody. How are you doing? Thank you for having me, Javita.
You are so welcome. I am so excited that you are here today, and we have a topic for you guys today. So, tonight's topic will be the power of giving back. Like, that is so powerful, even when I say it, right? So, the
Mhm.
power of giving back. Like, there are so many ways that you can give back, and there's so many benefits to giving back. And, Sharisa, I'm going to ask you like when you hear about the power of giving back, give me three things, that resonates with you that come to you off top of your head.
Um, Servanthood, selflessness, and empowerment.
Wow. I would have never thought empowerment. Could you elaborate on the empowerment part just a tad so the audience can kind of get where you're coming from?
Well, for the empowerment part, I would say is it brings in servanthood and selflessness because you're taking your time, of being selfless and making sure that you're giving back to your community and empowering them, not giving people handouts of any sort. And it could be if you were in a counseling group, you're giving of your time, but you're empowering that person with these skill sets that you have and you're sharing them. So it's helping enhance the quality of somebody's life. And that's some of the best things you can do, and it's priceless.
That is true. And you know what? When I think about it, because I know I asked you the question, when I answer the question myself, right? So when I think about the power of giving back, I think about a sense of purpose, like a sense of belonging, a sense of like
Mm,
me contributing to society. And being that is Women's History Month, and a lot of women contribute to society as it is.
yes.
That's how I think of the power of giving back. Is just that sense of purpose, and it makes me feel good to know that there are many different ways that you can give back. It's not always monetarily, it's not
Hmm.
always with your time, but it's also just kind of doing things for people, even if it's a one thing, random acts of kindness or whatnot.
Yes.
So I think like it's just so powerful. So when you said empowerment, I just wanted to hear more about how you felt about empowerment because I felt that too, but I wouldn't have used that word only because I didn't think of it. You thought of it first. But just giving back, and I want people to understand that giving back doesn't have to be a burden or feel like an obligation or anything like that, but it is powerful, and there's a great feeling that you get when you give back to the community or to whomever, because it doesn't even have to be a community organization. I know
Exactly.
for me, I am a part of like quite a few service organizations, and I
Hmm.
guess because I have a heart to serve people, or
Hmm.
just to serve, not just serve people, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But
Yeah.
really serve. And I know for you, you have a heart to serve as well. So I know you have your nonprofit called Risa's Heart, and it's all about giving back. So could you just tell us a little bit more about what Reese's Heart is and kind of some of the initiatives that you're working on to give back to whomever you're giving back to?
Okay. Well, Reese's Heart was developed and born because people are always talking about, you got a heart, you just have that heart to give. And I'm a server. That's what I do. And I love to touch people through acts of service. And Reese's Heart is formed for those who are working families that just need to just a little bit of help in any type of way, in its small little measures, where they don't get social services or any type of benefits because they're over the income limits, but they still need just that little bit of a, hey, grab my hand, I got you. So that's what Reese's Heart is about, is to help families that are working families that live in the Planning District 16, which is Caroline County, Spotsylvania, Fredericksburg, and Stafford and King George. And we'll be doing different little things. One of our programs is everyone does Christmas and backpack drives, but we want to help those who get that new place and get them that,
Mhm.
congratulations on your new home. I don't care if you're moving into an apartment, you know, an efficiency, anything, just it's your new home. You've accomplished it. And guess what? We'll give you this packet of things that you wouldn't even think about, or you thought about it like, oh, do I pay my deposit? Do I pay the rent, or do I do this? Just little things like,
Right, right, right,
you don't think about that stuff because it's really that serious. And then what
right.
I'm gonna eat tonight because I just moved in here and we're broke. So what we gonna do? Will that be cold cut sandwiches for the night? But you know, because we all been there. So
Right, right, right,
just
right, right.
little caveats of little things we're doing. Some things I'm keeping under the cuff until everything is launched, so the public will see. But they need to watch us.
I love that. I love the fact that you're taking that power of giving back and just kind of started, following your dream, right? I spoke with you guys last week about, following your dreams and that dreams do come true. And like Sharisa here is living another proof that dreams do come true because she did say that she has a heart to serve. And look at how she's doing it. Like she's been doing it. And that's
Hmm.
the power of giving back. That is so powerful because when you give back, you get so much more in return that you might not even recognize it, because you're not
You
looking for
don't.
anything in return. So I think it's so awesome, awesome, awesome that you've actually started something that actually gives back. And I know a lot of people who has, but yours is slightly different. I never actually encountered any organization actually that gives the way you do. And I think that's very phenomenal, like because it's powerful, right? It's a,
Hmm.
it's a powerful thing. And I told you, God, we boss women right here. I'm telling y'all, we boss
Yay,
women,
hooray.
and we are doing our thing. So I want the audience to know, like, there are like 5 benefits like to giving back, right? And one of them, it says giving makes us happy. How do you feel about that statement? Giving makes us happy.
Um, I like it, but it just you, I walk that fine line because some people do it because they feed off of needing to be wanted and
Mm,
needed. So that's why it's a little, that statement could be a little dangerous,
okay.
because we can actually put ourselves inside of it. And when you're giving, you really got to step outside yourself, you know, because it's not about you, it's about the cause and the mission, the purpose. And so, but it does fulfill you, to be
Right.
able to help someone and help them with nothing in return. It's just seeing that person happy. If somebody had a fire and you've got shoes and clothes and you're like, oh, let me go drop it off, and they're going, thank you. You're like, okay, great, glad I'm here for you. If there's anything else you need, let me know. And you walk away. That's
Right. Right, right, right. And I think like you said, there is a fine line, and then sometimes people give for the wrong reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a fine line into how it may not make people happy, but they're doing it for whatever that reason may be.
Oh,
And
grudgingly.
so, yeah, so it's like, yeah, I'm doing this for show, or
Mm-hmm.
it's like, okay, you saw me helping out, but
Mm-hmm.
in doing that is not powerful, and the power of giving back, the part that makes you feel happy is how you can contribute to a cause or
Yeah.
whatever it is that's true and near, to your heart, and
Yeah.
not expect anything in return. And it puts a smile on your face and you want to do it over and over and over. You was like, oh, I'm just going to volunteer for an hour. And then you end up
Mm-hmm.
staying there the whole day. That's how powerful giving back can be. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's that power. It's just like, oh,
It is. It's my brand. And I didn't
right.
even realize it was my brand because people see me, they know, oh, there's, I'm known to be a volunteer. And it's not nothing. At first people
Mhm.
like, you give away your time for free, you give away your talents for free, you're doing all this stuff for free. And I don't see it like that. I just see it like I've been blessed with these gifts and talents and the ability,
Right.
and I'm supposed to share. And this is how God purposed me on this earth. It's to be a volunteer, to give back.
And that is so powerful when you say that and bring the spiritual side of the house into it, because a lot of times people don't realize that that is more the powerful way, one of the power, to give
Mm-hmm.
back. It's just like amazing. It's an amazing feeling, especially when you know that's your purpose
Mm-hmm.
and you may have been running from it,
Yes.
and then it comes and bites you like, hey, this is where you're going to go because this is where I need you to be. And
Right.
then when you recognize it, it just gives you a better sense of purpose all around. It makes you just feel really, really good. And that's
Mm-hmm.
how powerful, giving back can be. I think it's just plain old good for you, when you
It
give
is.
back.
And it helps you. And also, when you're like, because we all go through trials and
Yes,
tribulations, and,
ma'am.
and right now mental acuity is something that everybody's holding on to. I
Girl,
mean, grabbing for.
right.
So when you're able to just push aside what you're walking through to do something else for something or someone else, it's powerful. It gives you that temporary opportunity to just be like, okay, I'm stepping away for a moment. And this is my reprieve, is to go over here and to pass out food, or to go over here. Oh, I have this meeting to go to because I volunteered to hold this position with this
Hmm.
organization. So get yourself together, put your clothes on, and you smile, because it's not about you. It's for the bigger cause. That's what it does.
And I think people don't realize that or recognize that power, right? Because it's bigger than us.
Mm-hmm.
It's really not about you, the individual, but it's about what you, the individual, can contribute to
Right.
society.
Right.
And being it's
Mm-hmm.
Women's History Month, and y'all, I'm going to keep saying that all month long because I celebrate all my women because we are doing the doggone thing. Cheers to all of the ladies, boss ladies. Cheers.
Cheers.
So, but I mean, that's just the power of giving back. And also, I read an article somewhere about saying that one of the another benefit
Mm-hmm.
of giving back is, a social connection. Now, the
Yes.
introvert in myself, which some people don't believe I'm an introvert, but I'm telling y'all that's what I am. But
Mm.
the introvert in me kind of don't really need a lot of social connection,
Mm-hmm.
but the introvert in me feels great when I do give back,
Yeah.
in a capacity that I am able to. And when I utilize my skill sets and my gifts to give back, to be able to do something, be it in any of the organizations I'm in, I'll learn something because I can feel a part of the
Yeah.
overall organization. And I believe in, missions, the missions of the organizations and stuff. But that's the power of giving back. And that's where that social connection comes in, because then you get around a bunch of people who are like you, who want to give
Yes.
back, who have that heart to
Yes.
serve and want to, feel good about it. And the power in that is you build solid relationships,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Because, and I'll tell them the story how we met, right? So, power of giving back, y'all, is very
Yes,
powerful. Because
yes.
I don't think I would have ever met Sharisa if I didn't join the American Business Women Association, right?
Hmm.
And it's a service organization, and actually it's a professional and personal development organization that has
Hmm.
service capabilities. But
Right.
um, I would have never met her in that capacity to know about all of the other things that she does as a volunteer, which got me involved more in volunteering than I've been doing before anyway. So she just opened up my eyes. But when we met, we seemed to have clicked. And that's the power of giving back. Because if I didn't join that organization to kind of help myself grow, that I
Exactly.
would have never met you to find other opportunities to allow me to give back. And that's the power of it because we built a solid relationship. I don't know what
Yeah.
you got to say about that. No, don't be
Yes.
mean.
Yes. No, it's the same thing. If we, if you didn't step out to join that organization, we wouldn't have formed the relationship and now the sisterhood that we have.
Right, right,
Because that's what we know now. People have, are y'all really sisters? Like, yeah,
right.
but
Yeah,
our
we are.
families just don't know it though.
Right.
And our mamas or our
But
daddies.
they'll soon find out, right?
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, it's being a part of that organization, like you said, that's another way of giving back because both of us are part of the American Business Women's Association, the Women Inspiring Women's Leaders chapter here in Fredericksburg. And we both volunteer in positions. And that's
Right.
another way of giving back because it's about the organization as a whole. Because if we didn't volunteer to hold those officer board positions, this chapter wouldn't be up and functioning. So all the women are coming in, they wouldn't have this opportunity because that's another thing. That's another way of giving back.
Right, to help other women grow
Mm-hmm.
personally and professionally. And you guys
Mm-hmm.
know my overall mission is to empower women to live
Yes.
confident, authentic lives
Yeah.
unapologetically. So this is one of my ways of kind of getting into an environment to allow myself to do that. To just kind of to build an
Mm-hmm.
organization that helps women just empower themselves, do more personal and professional development so they can grow in their careers, so they
Yeah.
can grow personally, like whatever it is that they want to grow in and want to do and follow their dreams. Because I told y'all, dreams do come true. That is the power,
And
of
you're the
giving
reason.
back. I just don't think people realize just
Mm-mm.
how contagious giving back is, especially when you're in the right environment.
Right. And
The
that's
right
it.
environment, it makes a difference, and it determines how many people actually kind of want to come out to volunteer, want to come out to
Mm-hmm.
work, want to come out
Mm-hmm.
to just do what they can, even if they only got 30 minutes to give, they want to do that,
Yes.
right? Because people don't want to do it if they don't really like it or they don't
Mm-hmm.
see no benefit. Like,
Yeah.
I know you're probably just like me. We kind of give without the benefits, right? Not
Mm-hmm.
understanding that there are benefits to us giving back.
Right.
Because
You
God,
don't think about that part.
right, don't think about it at all because I mean that's just what we do. We just give back.
Mm-hmm.
But now I did read something else, and I thought this was interesting when I read it because it said another benefit, of giving back is you have good health. And at first, I was like, now how are you gonna have good health when you just working, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I see when I thought about it more, right? I'm like, okay, that does make sense because when you start to feel good and doing things that make you feel good, your health will change. You'll feel better. You won't be stressed out or
That
anything
is
like that.
true.
So, what are your thoughts about that part?
Well, that is very, very true because I have medical challenges that I don't look like what I'm going through or what I've been diagnosed with.
Okay.
So, but it gives me a push and a
Mm,
drive to fight even harder in
okay.
spite of what the doctors in my labs and, my treatments are saying and my body is saying because, you know, behind the scenes, once I show up, I look one way, but the body is saying something else, or what it took to get me there, might not
Right.
be, a pretty
Right.
package, but I can clean up really well. But it gives you that push. And it
Mm,
gives you that push to be like, you know what? Let's do this in spite of. So,
right.
and it does help because what I'm walking through, I should not be here. But I
Mm,
know because I have a healthy mindset. Not all the time. I'm human. I go through. So I'm not putting that pie in the sky,
right.
like, oh, I don't go through anything. I've got God and my volunteerism and my life is peachy. Wrong. No, not this chick.
Right.
But doing for others does help you mentally. It does.
Yeah, and I think you hit another good point about, just helping others and how powerful that can be for your mental health, right?
Hmm.
Because a lot of times we stray away from talking about mental health and stuff like that, but it does. I can see that's another powerful way of giving back. That's the power of it.
Hmm.
It helps you mentally. It
Because
helps
that
you
black
mentally.
dog will come in the room. That black dog of depression will get in the room
Right.
with you, and he's sitting on your lap, and you're like, I don't want to do. But when you tell him goes to the side, I'll come back and pet you later. Matter of fact, I just need you to go find a new home because I gotta go this way.
Right, right, right. I get it. So I mean, so giving back is just it's powerful. It makes you feel good. You build connections. You're helping others that you can help because
Yeah,
not everybody is able to help, and it all goes along with the Women's History Month theme, which is, providing healing, promoting hope.
yeah,
Because in giving back, you are healing somebody. You may be even healing yourself and
exactly.
not right.
Hmm.
You're healing yourself and then you're promoting hope to others as well as yourself. You don't, and I think by us doing it, we
Hmm.
don't realize the powerful healing techniques that comes out of it, and
Yeah.
we don't realize the hope that we have for like, oh, I just want to do this. Let me
Hmm.
fill up my calendar with whatever it is so I can feel like, because it helps you. It
Yeah.
helps you. That's how powerful, giving back is. And I just want to stress that to you guys. If you have not, felt that, then check what you're giving back, right?
Yeah.
Check what it is that you're doing to give back because
Hmm.
it should make you feel good. It shouldn't be forced.
Mm-mm.
I mean, well, unless you're growing up, your mama say, "Hey, you
Come
going to
on.
do this," but
We're gonna go clean up the side of the road like my boys.
exactly,
They talk about me still today as a grown adult. Some remember that time Mama used to make us volunteer at our own school carnivals.
exactly.
I'm like,
But
give an hour and then you can play.
that power in that is that you've instilled in them that powerful way of giving back. So now that when they are grown, well, no, not when they are grown, because your kids are grown,
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 all grown. Get
they
that right.
actually do. I know you see it in them that they give back
Hmm.
and you
Yeah,
see you planted that seed. So I think I want everyone to walk away from here tonight just knowing that it's okay to give back just a little of your time, but do what you want to do, right? Give back to who you want to give back to. There was a
hmm.
time when I did give back, and my giving back was simply opening my doors to friends and family who
Ooh,
needed some place to
yes,
stay.
yes.
I never understood why I was just so, well, of course, I know why, but I never understood
Hmm.
why, the real why behind it. But
Hmm.
it prepared me for where I am today. And I'm
Hmm.
grateful for being able to have the ability to actually help somebody else out as they find their way, or they, running
Yes.
through a rough patch or whatever the case may be, they're going in life, that they can ask that, hey, yo, Javita, I need to stay with you for about 3 to 6 months because whatever it is that's going on, but I just
Hmm.
need it so I can get myself together. Can you do that? And
Hmm.
so, and fortunate for me, I had people who had a plan.
Ooh, child.
Because
Yeah.
I don't know how I would do with people who didn't have a plan, girl.
But you got people that had a plan. See, people always drop their children off to me as if we didn't have four of our own. So Ellie and I always kept a house full of children.
Oh,
And
Lord.
people would call me the Pied Piper. I'm like, how many kids y'all got? Well, I mean, my van stayed low to the ground.
Exactly. So, I mean, so it's just like, it's just powerful. So I encourage each and every one of you to like just give back. So
Yeah.
before we close out, this powerful session and my surprise to everybody, before we close out, Sharisa, could you tell me like, well, not just me,
Mhm.
tell everybody who is watching right now, just three things that puts a smile on your face or
Um,
people.
you one of them. Okay.
Oh, look at
Yes,
that.
you are. I look forward to our conversations and stuff. But we'll put some my faith is really what keeps me. Everyone also automatically goes to family, but really being a servant for my community is really where my heart is at. But I can truly say, and this is, I'm going to say this, and I'm turning the tables on you. Your Boss Ladies movement has really been a blessing because Reese's heart would have been just Reese's heart. You are one of the major factors. Other people have said, you need to do this because, like you said, I've been doing um, just being a servant because my garage, the room I'm in now, if you could see all the stuff that's around me, it's organized in bins. But if somebody needs something, I'm Johnny on the spot and I got it ready
Right,
because
right.
I shop clearance racks. People are
Mm-hmm.
already always going, oh, I'm getting rid of this. Can you use it? Because I know you'll find somebody. Yeah, bring it on over. And you have told me, okay, it's time to get out the corner and stop hiding and do this.
I did say that.
Yes, because I am a hider. I'm one of the people, because there's so many people on social media that getting support and doing these things with all of the organizations and stuff. And people don't really know what I do, but I do a lot. And you told me that, and you've sat me down, made me write down my goals. You've pushed me, you've held me accountable. I've had my sessions, I've been a part of the group sessions and things of that nature. So, what she does really does work, and it's needed because it's not only helped me professionally, but it's also pushed me personally. So we got, that was both of those things merged together, which makes a healthy balance. So I just want to
Awesome.
say thank you for that.
Oh, you are welcome. Thank you. And no, I did not pay her to say that. She just
Yeah,
shocked me. Okay.
no,
But
she done paying me. Okay, if she gives some coins because somebody sat share with me,
we'll think about that. No, I'm just
okay.
but one more thing before we definitely close out is what give one piece of advice like that you would give to someone who wanted to just start
Um,
their own nonprofit or just start anything.
if you want to, starting a nonprofit is not, it's not easy because you got to have the right people and you have to really have a purpose and a mission. But it can be done. But do like I did. Really, I started volunteering. I was started volunteering through church, and then because I was a at-home mom, I came home from corporate America, and I'm like, I don't like to sit around. I was not going to be one of them housewives and rollers watching soap operas in dirty clothes. Was not, no ma'am, no sir. No, I got up, got dressed every day. And so I started looking for things in my community, library, the United Way. And right now, United Way needs people to actually come and record reading a children's book so they can record it and put it out so kids can still get bedtime stories and still get, live stories. It's just different little things. You can do anything. If see a trashy highway, get a group of your friends and family and go clean up. Nobody has to just notify the
Right.
sheriff department and say, you know, we would like to go out on this day. Do you have vests and, you know, equipment? People, there's just anything you want to do. If you think it, do it.
Okay. All right. So how can people get in touch with you? Just throw out your social media handles, your website if you have one. Just throw out how people can get
Well,
in
like I
touch with
said,
you if they wanted to kind of
if they wanted
donate
to,
or volunteer with Reese's
well, Reese's Heart is still being, you know, still hasn't gotten the social media handles or anything
Heart.
like that, but it is to come. So that's why I'm saying watch for us
Okay. Okay.
because we are
Okay.
coming. Watch for us. But as of now, you know, you can just contact me. I'm on Instagram and Facebook and right now, and that's it. But watch for Reese's Heart. We are coming.
Awesome, awesome. Well, Sharisa, I just want to thank you so much for being a part of this
Thank
discussion and
you.
a part of the Wind Down Wednesdays with Jovita.
Yes.
Show. We are expanding. We are doing great things. There's more to come, everyone. So I thank you guys for watching tonight's episode. Hopefully, you have gained some knowledge and know how powerful it is to give back. If I could be of any service to any of you to help you realize your dreams or help you take the next steps to do anything, please do not hesitate to just contact me. Schedule an appointment at www.chatwithjavita.info. I will be glad to sit with you and let's just talk some things out and see what your next steps shall be. All right. So
You're
again,
right.
thank you guys for joining us tonight on Wind Down Wednesdays with
Good
your girl
night.
Lisa. Cheers. And I
Cheers.
will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.